Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode. So today we will be talking about edition commands and combos. So today we will make the biggest step regarding on using the ViM editor. So you remember when I told that ViM is all about combos? That's right. Today we will be talking about that. We perform a lot of combos when we are editing text. So let's see what I'm talking about. So why do we need edition commands? Let's talk about it first. So we need edition commands to edit the text we have in the editor. For example, copy text, delete words, and so on and so on and so forth. So basically, as I told you on the first videos, ViM is all about less mouse dependent. What is that? What does that means? So we don't use a lot of mouse when we are editing text in ViM. So basically we perform combos for things that we might do with a mouse or with a shortcut like Control C, or with a mouse 2 and then copy and then paste. In ViM we don't do that. We perform combos to do that. So we perform combos, as I said, in order to be faster on performing an operation rather than do the same operation in 2 or 3 or more steps, right? Like in the mouse, you have the mouse 2, copy, and then you go wherever you want, mouse 2, paste. In ViM, we use combos. So let's talk about basic edition commands. There are multiple commands, some to copy, others to delete, others to move, and so on and so forth. There are even some commands to find a word multiple times in our document. So I will not give you a lot of them. I will give you the basic, all right? So I will give it the basic for you to start like using ViM in your daily routine. I will not give you advanced concepts like find and replace. No, I will talk just the basic things. Combos most of the commands that will be present today will be highly performant with combos. As I said before, we can combine them with a lot of other commands. There are also some commands that will switch to insert mode after performing that command. Most of the commands have a meaning behind the command. What I want to say about this, let's see next. So in new line, we create a new line and pay really attention at this command. It will enter insert mode after it. So as soon as you press the command that I will provide now, it will switch directly to the insert mode. You don't need to do nothing. It's just press this command and you are ready to write straight away. So we had a new line below the cursor with the O key, and we had a new line above the cursor with the uppercase O. As I said in the slide before, every command have a meaning behind it. So the O key stands for open. As I told you before, we can perform commas with this command. So for example, if we press 10O, it will have 10 lines below the cursor, right? There is one combo already, 10O. So we perform 10 times the operation that O key has, right? So it's a combo. We put numbers, and I don't know if you remember. I also saw on the last episode, I think you could make something like 2J or 2L, which would move the cursor X times. Here is similar. It performs the new line X times. So copy. You could think that we use the C key to copy because of the first letter is C from copy. As I said, each command, not all of them, but most of them, the addition commands have a meaning behind it. In this case, the meaning works in different way. The letter C stands for cut. We will see this command later, but the letter C stands for cut. So for copying the line or the selected text, we use double I or only I. It depends if we are in view mode or not. The I stands for yank. Instead of copy, it's yank. So every time we need to copy, we just think it as yank. Paste. This one is extremely easy, and I believe that you guessed it. It's paste. It's the letter P. The P it will paste below the cursor, and the uppercase P will paste above the cursor. So you can see a pattern here already. So every time that you have like an uppercase key, it will basically do something above, and if you have lowercase key, it will make something below. It's a pattern, and you could see in the last episode already also that you had the G, that you had the Pascal case, and we had the double G. It has similar behavior. So find a char letter. There are two useful commands that makes more sense when we are performing combos. They are used to find a letter or a char in the text. It will basically find to the right or to the left of the cursor. So you can use the F key, which stands for find, and it performs a combo, and F key will move your cursor to the letter char you choose. For example, you perform FT, it will place the cursor on the next T letter it will find after the cursor. You can also use the uppercase F with T in this case, in this example, which will place the cursor on the next T letter it will find before the cursor. Alright, so you can see the pattern, it's similar that we have in the last slide. It's extremely similar. You have the lowercase, you have the uppercase. There are plenty of other combinations which we can use. You can use, for example, copy all of the text until the end of the parentheses, like with I, which stands for yank, we saw in the last slide, F, which stands for find, and the end bracket, which will copy everything and important everything and include the parentheses. If we want to exclude the parentheses on that sentence, we can do it in two ways. We can either instead of putting the end parentheses like we have in that example, we can put a letter above. So imagine that the sentence finished like with a P and then with the end parentheses. We can put like high FP. Or we have another way. We can use the T. T it will basically have exactly the same behavior than the F, but the only thing it will exclude the char that you want to find. So in that example that we have, instead of IF and parentheses, if we have TF and parentheses, it will basically exclude the end parentheses, and it will make more sense as soon as we go to the editor. We have the cut delete, as I told before. C stands for cut and D stands for delete. The difference between both is that cut deletes and switch immediately to insert mode. Like straight away, it changed to insert mode. D will delete and it will not do anything more. It will stay on normal mode. That's the difference between both. There are a combination that I use like a lot, which is the CW. For example, if there is a word that I want to change to another word, I just press CW, it will delete all the entire word, and it will insert mode in the place where the cursor is. It will make more sense, and I will show you some examples as soon as we go to the editor. Deletion, we can delete an entire line and switch immediately to insert mode with CC, or we can delete it and stay normal mode with DD. Alright, so it's the same key than before, but we duplicate the key and it will recognize it, and it will delete all of the entire line. So, in summary, most of the commands we saw today are commands to edit the text, and they are performed as a combo with other commands, letters or numbers. Keep in mind, there are plenty more combinations and commands you can explore. I'm just only giving you the basic to start with, alright? You can explore a lot of them. As I told you on the last video, just don't be afraid. You already know how to quit, so now it's more easier for you to learn. Just go ahead, try it, just find yourself. There are plenty other resources. I just only want to tell you that you can do it, man. Just try it. So let's now go to the editor, and it's video 3. Right, so here we are in the video. This is the slide that I use onto the presentation. Let's start on going to new line. Alright, so new line, it's so. As I said, if we press O, you see, look, when it says normal, look what will happen. So I will press O, and we are in insert mode. Alright, so imagine that this is like, if you are here, what you need to do on a normal editor, you need to put your cursor with the mouse on the end of the line, and then you need to press enter and make a new line. Here is easier. You only press O and you get a new line. You can press uppercase O and you get a line up. So easy. So to copy, as I said, is young. We can either duplicate the E key and paste it, as I made now, or we can select everything that we want with visual mode. Attention, with visual mode, you remember, we press V and we select the text we want to copy. Okay, we go to the cursor where we want to paste it and we paste it. Here it is. Okay, it's easy. Paste we already saw, it's the letter P. We made it with young, so if we press 2 times young, it will copy the entire life, and if you the entire line, sorry, and if we press P, it will paste down. If you press uppercase P, it will paste up. Right? Okay. So the F key and the T key. So I will put here a sentence like this, if value. Okay, now let's see what happens. If we press F and we press the end bracket, you see it went directly to the end of the bracket. Let's do it again. So if we press F and the end bracket, we are there. So as I said, if we don't want to go directly to the end bracket, and we want the cursor to be 1 sharp before, we can do in 2 ways. We can put F E and it will go to the letter E, or we can use T end of the bracket and it will go to the E directly. So almost all of the times, for example, I want to change this from value to boolean. I will not come here and I will not just put it here and I will delete. No, there is a new way. I'll just put in the beginning of the word. I press CW, here it is. Okay. I can also do like CFL and I delete some couple of stuff, yeah, you have some combinations that you can make here. You don't be afraid of these combinations because it might sound like a little bit overwhelming on the beginning, but as soon as you start like working with it, you get used to it and it will be extremely easy. In this one, as I said before, C, it will delete like a selection of text, it will cut. For example, I will select this, I press C, it cut, and it immediately goes to insert mode. Or we can do with D, which stays on normal mode. And in deletion, it's like you press 2 times C, it will delete the entire line and it will go directly to insert mode. Or you press 2 times D and it will delete the entire line and stays in normal mode. So this is what I have for you today. I know that this is a bit more advanced concept. It might be a little bit difficult to grasp on the beginning. Let me know if you want me to be more extensive, if you want some more help to understand all of these commands. I think that with the theory and with some of the stuff that I show you today, I think that you're gonna get it. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you need any more help. I hope this video, I'm not only this video, all of the series are really helping you, because that's what I want. It's my mission to help you. You will not need help. You just only need to don't be afraid and to try it, because it's easy, and as soon as you start like using it, you will love it and you will see that you have a lot of advantages on using it. So I hope you have enjoyed it, and just if you are not subscribed, just subscribe it to know all of the release of my videos. And I will make a last video which we will talk about Windows, like stuff like this. I have 2 paints here. This is actually 2 buffers. I will show you on that video, and I will talk a bit about the config. This is one part of my config, but I will show you more of my configs. You can do stuff like this, have a tree of files where you can open the file, and yeah, there are a lot of things that we can do with it, but I will leave this for a separate video. And if you need help on the comments that I provided to you today, just let me know and I will do another video for you. Alright, just let me know in the comments and I do another video where I go more extensively and I go more slowly for you to understand and to grasp. Alright, so thank you and see you in the next video. Bye!